Hello everyone. Today our topic of discussion is signal flow graph using Mason's gain formula. Today I am going to give an example how we can use signal flow graph. We can able to determine the overall transfer function or gain of signal flow graph using Mason's gain formula. Before that, just discuss what is Mason's gain formula. Mason's gain formula gives us the overall transfer function of a system. Now this delta here is actually giving you the determinant. What is determinant? I will come later. Now here, this for a signal flow graph, the number of feed-forward path is given by the number this alphabet k. So k is giving you how many feed-forward paths. So if k is 1, you have to write p1 and delta 1. If it is 2, you have to write p1 summation of p k equal to 1 to 2. So that means it will be p1 del 1 plus p2 del 2. So now depending upon the number of feed forward path, this will be more. And this product will be summed. Now next is what is determinant. The determinant is having a formula, that is 1 minus sum of individual loops. Okay, loops means the closed loop gain. We are considering sum of individual loops, and then the gain product of all possible combinations of two non-touching loops that we will discuss. It will be clear when we are going to discuss it in form of example. Now here, one thing I would like to give a clue so that you can remember, if there is number of individual loops, that is the odd number of individual loops means one loops, so this is odd number. So here you put a negative sign. Here, sum of gain product of all possible combination of two non-touching loops. This is a even number. Put a plus sign. Again, there will be same thing you have to write. Only there instead of 2 you have to write 3. So put a minus sign here. In this way, it will go on depending upon the figure structure, the number of loops, how many loops or how many non-touching loops are present. Depending upon that, we have to determine the value of delta. So go for the next is delta k. So what is delta k? We have to determine the value of determinant of the graph not touching this kth forward path. That means if the I want to determine, if I have two feed forward path. So the value of k is 2. When I will take delta 1, determinant delta 1 will be considering all the only closed loops which is not touching the first forward path. Similarly, when I am calculating delta 2 will consider only those loops which will not touch the second forward path. In this way, we will able to get the determinant delta k from the graph. Okay, so let's have a look for this example. So in this particular example, we have taken a feed forward path which is going from R to C. And there are nodes. How many nodes? From input side to output side, we are getting that 6 number of nodes are present. And what we are getting, we know what is the feed forward path here. The feed forward path will be that where we will get that the value of the signal is flowing from the input node towards the output node. Okay, so this is the input node and this is the output node. So the signal is flowing from input node to output node in these only red line, in this through this red line, this red mark line. Okay, so that means this is the only feed forward path, because we can able to observe that these paths are going, the signals are going in the opposite direction. That is, it is coming from the output side and it is going towards the input side, the opposite side of the this path, red line path. So these paths are the feedback path. Okay, so here from as per the formula, what it determines, first we have to determine number of feed forward path. Okay, so what is the value of k here? The value of k here is equal to 1. Okay, so if I write the missions gain formula, I am getting that 1 upon delta, and it will be P1 del 1, as a single feed forward path is present, so I am not putting the summation sign. Okay, so that means what to determine? I have to determine P1, delta 1 and delta. Then I can able to find the overall transfer function of the system. So first try P1. So what is P1? P1 is the gain product of the feed forward path. So this is my feed forward path, and these G1, G2, G3, G4 are the gains. So what are the gain product? It will be G1 into G2 into G3 into G4. So P1 I can write as it is having a single feed forward path. So the gain product is G1, G2, G3 and G4. Okay, G1, G2, G3 and G4. So here we are getting G1, G2, G3 and G4 in the feed forward paths. Okay. Now, now we want to get the closed loops. We want to get the closed loop. So the first closed loop I am getting, it is G3, G4, and it is coming, that is coming from fourth node. This is the fourth node, this is the fifth node. So the signal is going from fourth node to fifth node, and from fifth node it is feeding back to again fourth node. So I can write the loop 1 as G4 into minus 1, so it is minus G4. Next, similarly, if I go for the node 3, from node 3 the signal is going, that is G3, then it is G4, and then there is a loop, it is coming to G3 again, so G3 G4 into minus 1. So second loop I am considering at minus G3 G4. Okay, next the third I am taking the node 2. So from node 2 G2 is coming, then G3, then G4, and then minus 1 is feeding back to G2. So it is making another closed loop. So L3, my loop 3 will be minus G2, G3, G4. Okay. Now there is another loop. This type of loop is known as self loop. Okay. It is coming out from node 2 and then going inside in the node 2. So this is a self loop. It is having a value of, I have forgot to mention, this is also having a minus 1. So here my loop 4 is actually here having a gain of minus 1. Is there any more loops? Find out if is there any more loops. Different loop. No, this cannot be. This cannot be. Okay. So these four loops are present. Now we want to write this formula, the formula of Mason's gain. Okay. So now what is delta? So I have to find delta. So what is delta? Delta means 1 minus sum of gain product of all possible loops. All possible loops, sum of all possible individual loops. So individual loops are L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus L4. Okay. Now next is this is minus, this will be plus. All possible combination of two non-touching loops. Now Let us find what are the non-touching loops. Non-touching loops means there will be no point in common between them. So if I think of this G4, this loop G4 minus G4, this is a loop, and this loop minus 1, these two are non-touching. So I can write as non-touching loop loops. First I can consider it as G4, mine, that means this is my L1 loop. So L1, it is non-touching with this loop. This is L4. So L1 and L4, these are non-touching, two non-touching loops. So what we have to take? Possible gain products of all possible combination of all non-touching loops. So here gain product will be between two non-touching loop. The gain product will be L1 and L4. So L1 and L4. This is the first non-touching loop. Another non-touching loop we may find as G3, G4 minus G3, G4, with definitely this one. So another non-touching loop will be my this is basically my loop 2. So loop 2 and loop 4. So if I take the gain product of them, so L1 means minus G4 and L4 means minus 1. So if I take the product, it will become G4. And if I take L2 and this will be L4, I am getting G3, G4 into minus G3, G4 into minus 1. That means it will be G3 into G4. So these are, we can observe that there are no more non-touching loops present, 2 or 3, whatever, no non-touching loops are present. So we can able to complete our delta in this way, that it will be now L1, L4 plus L2, L4. This. Okay, so this is the complete delta for this particular graph. Now what is delta 1? Now we have to find delta 1. So I have to find all the possible combination of non-touch or loops, individual loops or non-touching loop which is not touching the first forward path. Just look at this diagram and tell me, if is there any loops present in this particular diagram which is not touching the first forward path? No. Each and every loop is on the first forward path. So here the determinant will be 1 minus the determinant part, that means there is no loops. Okay, there is no such loop, so it will be 0. So delta 1 will be 1 for this particular signal flow graph. So if we combine, we can able to get the T, that is the overall transfer function of this particular signal flow graph. So what is it? P1 into del 1. So P1 means my G1, G2, G3, G4, and delta is 1. So nothing to write. So in the next part, I have to write this. So I have to substitute this L with this value. Okay, now 1 minus these L1 is itself minus, all of them are minus. So I am taking out this minus, it will be plus then. And we can able to write it as G4 plus G2, G3 plus G2, G3, G4 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, and if I took this part, it will be plus G4 plus G3, G4. So finally it will be G1, G2, G3, G4 upon 2, 1 plus 1, 2, 2G4 2G4. Okay, and there is a I have written it wrongly. This is G4 and it is G3 G4. Sorry, it will be G3 G4. Sorry, I have written it wrongly. So these G3 G4 and this G3 G4 will 2 G3 G4 plus G2 G3 G4. So this will be the final answer or final uh, overall transfer function of this particular signal flow graph. Thank you.